Shalom, 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 shalom. Before we begin this lesson today, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And as always, peace, love, and many blessings unto the elect. Starting with the 144,000, the 1/3, and the multitude scattered around the four winds unto you we say shalom.
Shalom.
We from the GMS Atlanta camp, back to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. With the live stream on this new moon. I believe it's what month is this? The 5th month. Yep, this is the 5th month. Okay. Yeah, man, this year is moving fast. You know, we're in the 7th month of the Gregorian calendar, but the 5th month in the Hebrew calendar. And to say the least, man, it's been a very exciting year. A lot of prophecies have been going on, a lot of judgment, a lot of earth-shattering and earthquaking events have been taking place since this new year came in, and there's going to be more headlines, there's going to be more devastation, there's going to be more catastrophes, and more prophecies coming to pass.
And can I add to your point real quick? The reason why it's the 5th month, but we're in the 7th month of the Gregorian calendar is because, when our calendar comes in, that's around spring. So you had January, February, which is the part of winter, right? You know, January, February, and then into March and into April. So you got them new moon periods and how it trickles over. So now, we're going into those particular months as opposed to being 7 and 8 with Gregorian, but then with us it's 2 or 3 months back. So that's how that works.
So yeah, that's right, man. So, of course, headlines and things going on right now. A lot of racial tension is brewing amongst Jacob and Esau. Okay, you got the Argentinians, pretty much here in America running them up, which that's the tribe of Naphtali, but a lot of those are Edomites up in there too, because you had the 1948ers that moved down into Argentina and set up down here as well. Okay, so you see that spirit, that nasty spirit, even coming from among them, that spirit of race baiting and hatred, and it's spilling over. Okay. Now, what was the situation what was the guy's name from Mississippi?
Nolan
Wells. Now, this guy, Nolan Wells, he's moving around oblivious to the fact that he has an actual natural enemy. Okay? If you are a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you was born into the world, you have an enemy. No matter how much you want to accept it or how much you want to deny it. Okay? You have an enemy. And a cold-blooded enemy at that. And he wants to destroy you. Okay? He envies you. He hates you. And our people still cannot grasp that notion that there's a race of people on the earth that was particularly established to be against you, man. Yeah. Somebody hold that in Genesis 3rd chapter.
I got a quick definition. This is the word integrate. All right, and to integrate means to combine separate parts or elements into a unified, functioning whole. So yeah, basically that's what Jake is doing, integrating himself with the enemy. You combine, it's combining 2 separate parts. Because you read Genesis 25, it goes into what it says, 2 manner of people.
Right.
2 separate people. These are 2 separate nations. And you Jakes, you trying to integrate. You trying to bring together, but hey, the Lord say He's bringing what? Division.
That's right. And that's yep. But real quick, let's get that in Genesis. Was it 3 and 15? Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. It says, "And I will put enmity between thee and the woman."
Now, who is the D? The D is talking about that serpent, because when you read at the top of that chapter, just the 3rd chapter, it says that the Lord made the serpent the most subtle among any beast of the field. And the Lord said He's going to put enmity, meaning separation or hatred, animosity between thee and the woman. Who is the woman? It's Israel. Okay? Then you can link that with Revelation 12 chapter. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the spirit. You link that Revelation 12 chapter. The scripture say that the woman fled to the wilderness and she was adorned with 12 stars. That woman represents Israel. As a matter of fact, Scripture tell you in Jeremiah say Israel is likened unto a delicate, beautiful woman, rough and fair for her. So the enemy, the comely delicate woman to watch. So the scriptures clearly tell you that there will be enmity between us and the serpent. So now we have to learn how to link the serpent to Esau, the white man. That's what you. That's the missing link to the chain that you niggas don't get. You don't know how to link the white man to the serpent. So you think that he's just some random ass nation of people? No. No matter how much you march, no matter how much you do shots with him and play beer pong and invite him to the cookout, the niggas still hate you. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Back in Genesis 3:15, it says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Right. So when it say it shall bruise thy head, meaning what? The serpent bruised us. Okay? Start with what? The tribe of Judah. Okay? He's the head. How was Shai? That's why you had 70 AD. Okay? You had 70 AD. That was with who? The southern kingdom, the kingdom of Judah. So it bruised our head and destroyed it, but it said we shall what? Bruise his what? His heel. You link that up with 2 Measures, the 6th chapter. You know where it says what? That Jacob was the middle of the father. That's, you know, and also in Genesis the 25th chapter when it said that he grabbed the heel of Esau. That was parabolic.
Also Revelation where it says the old serpent.
Whoa.
The old serpent, the serpent in Genesis, but then the old serpent is still back. The same spirit is back in the earth again.
Yep.
Committing all kinds of evils and wickedness in the earth, putting our people down.
Yep. So now that serpent that slid under that rock, you know, now you jakes can't tell that it's an actual snake. So now you hanging out at the lake with him.
Right.
Now you going swimming with him. Now you going out into the cabins. Remember that nigga woman?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They went to the cabins and then mysteriously ended up dying. Guess what she was with? A cluster of white women. So you jakes got to be a little bit more aware, not a little bit, a lot more aware when it comes down time for social gatherings among Edomites. You got to be circumspect among the enemy. Okay? What y'all brothers got it?
Oh, I thought you was talking about because you had the nigga woman that was dating the Edomite.
Oh
That's
yeah,
another
her.
round.
Yeah, that's even more reason.
I forgot about her.
Right, absolutely.
They said that she committed suicide.
Oh, they said.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
committed
that's what they
suicide,
said they had.
but still, you know, he probably bugged her out.
Yeah, demon for the
You know, for one way or another, is that nigga fault, man. Yeah, the shop brothers got it.
Definition.
This is Hosea, because you spoke about 2nd Ezra 6 and 9 in the hill. This is Hosea chapter 12. I'll start at verse 2. It says, the point is in verse 3. It says, the Lord Yahweh has also a controversy with Judah that will punish Jacob according to his ways. According to his doing, he will recompense him. He took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength he had power with the Most High. So, yeah.
No. That's just the definition of Yasha'Allah. You got it.
It says, yeah, he had power over the angel and prevailed. He wept and made supplication unto him. He found him in Bethel, and there he spake with us.
And that also, when you really think about that, that's you know, to actually grab a person's heel and control them, that's actually hard. Because I be, you know, playing rough, you know, like with my little girl, she only 10, she just turned 19. I can't even keep my hand on her heel because her leg, she's so powerful. All she, you know, so the fact that, you know, that analogy exists goes to show you how powerful Jacob is in general. Because to actually think about actually holding a person's heel and grasping it, you know, that's not. You don't see that all the time. It's easy to get out of that.
Yeah, it's like
well, it made me think of the MMA.
Oh, yeah.
You take something, you know, you take them in that foothold.
You can easily
You
break
know
out
what I
there.
mean?
You gotta
I
really
mean,
be strong.
but if you twist the ankle and all that, because the heel is right there
Yep.
where your ankle at. So then you put them in an ankle lock.
Or that when
You
they
know?
throw a kick and you catch them by the hip, man, you catch them by
Yeah,
the
you
hip.
catch
Yep.
it too.
They
Yeah,
got
yeah,
total
yeah,
control.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Yep, you
No,
have total control, but it's hard. But if you're not strong enough, the point I'm making is if you're not strong enough, you can't control a person's heel. So it show you that he had power with the Most High. That's the point that I'm making.
That was it.
Ask somebody.
You got it.
Going there, they said, go back to the point of, hanging out with Edomites, thinking that they're gonna be good, but they're really still sick. Right? This is Jeremiah 13:23. It's really, I believe this is really addressed to Jake, like wicked Jakes. We applied to, Esau. So this is Jeremiah 13:23 in the NLT version. It says, "Can an Ethiopian change the color of his skin? Can a leopard take away his spots? Neither can you start doing good. You have always done evil."
That's it.
That was really talking. It's really cursing out Jake, wicked, 2/3 Jakes. They apply to Edomites because they're pre-programmed. They're wired to be wicked. Yeah, like you say, yeah, they can't make straight. Like you said, to take shots with you, yeah, man, drinking beer and partying, but it's like, at the root of it, like it's Satan, man. You can't trust him. You know.
Appreciate that.
You got it.
Back up, Bishop Tazawan's point, Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Just backing up the point. You gotta be very strong to hold on to somebody's heel like that, not let them get away.
Israel's, mentally, physically, and spiritually superior to Esau.
They know that. That's why they behind the scenes they'll so-called fanboy over Jake.
Oh yeah.
They'll have ain't nobody fucking trying to figure out how you trying to trade Vlade Divac over Dirk Nowitzki. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, they had talent, whether they just, I'm talking about in that aspect. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? You trying to figure out where we gonna move these pieces. They're trying to figure out how we gonna move these Bulls pieces between 99 and 2000. After the 90, you know what I'm saying? How we gonna move them after Jordan left? How we gonna move them Jakes? Where Rodman go? Where Pippen go?
So Jake is just all around, like you said, Jake is just all around better.
Yeah,
Just
it's
think
better,
about it.
man.
And like you said, even behind the scenes, how how Esau be infatuated with Jake, listening to their music, going to all the 21 Savage concerts, and you don't see Jake, large amounts of Jakes going to Edomite concerts.
George Strait.
Yeah, you don't see Jakes in there. Not to say that you don't got confusion of faith.
Yeah, and all that.
Amongst them. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have the speckled bird amongst them, but I'm just saying in general, you don't see that same thing when it's an actual Edomite performing.
Right.
You don't see Jake with that complex like, gosh, wow. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So Esau sees the power in Jake, and that's why it don't matter how much this devil got. This devil got the world, and he still finds a way to make Jake, who's at the bottom, the problem. Because why? Because we can't get out of his mind.
It's gaslighting.
We living in his head for rent free.
It's gaslighting too.
Yep.
It would gaslight. Here it is. It'll be an isolated case, like we were speaking about the Nolan Wells case. That'll be a so-called case that they'll isolate on the news. A group of so-called white boys, Edomites, and then you got this black guy, right? And then they'll have all these comments on, they have all these comments on the messages and so forth, right? Let me speak the comments like, and it's like, well, first of all, you're talking about even with the whole what's the one with the guy at track? Track meet. That's Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. That was really what triggered them. I mean, this just happened.
And they always hide behind their page.
And they'll hide, there's always some fucking sunburned white man with fucking sunglasses on Fucking the gas station and shit.
For bald head.
No, I just say white guy. There's some Edomite. Yeah, right. It's all some red, sunburned Edomite, red as hell with a bald head, a fucking goatee, look like Stone Cold Steve. You know what I mean? Yeah, they did. You know, the Oakleys with the rainbow,
with the rolls on the back of his head.
You know, yeah, you got fucking uncooked pack of hot dogs.
Yep. It's always them with the string hanging off the back of the sunglasses.
The usual suspects. And we're talking about isolated cases. And of course, you know how they say everything we prove in the court of law. Yeah. Okay, fine, cool. But guess what? Let's look at the whole picture. Let's stand back real quick. Who in the fuck brought the so-called, is the black man such a problem?
Right.
Edomite white man. If for you Edomite white people out here, if the Israelite black man is such a problem, okay, why did your people see it fit to bring us over here?
Mm.
Oh, okay, so we can serve over here and build this country for free. Why you gotta keep us here? Why we have to be subject to what you feel is not right, even amongst yourselves and your descendants? Why is that the fucking case?
That's how Pharaoh was. He let people go.
But that's exactly the point, because it's a spiritual thing. All you're doing is proving the prophet's point.
Yeah.
What we're saying to the Spirit of God. Then how about you now, Rashad, the Most High the Son? All you're doing is you're just gonna be cannon fodder for what's getting ready to happen in the destruction. So you don't understand what really is going on. So you can have your moment, your little victory, little cases here and there, you know, that's fine. You can make your little point on the comment, you know. But guess what? What we're saying matters.
Yeah. And
Because we're not speaking our words. You got it?
ultimately, it's the Spirit of the Lord just bringing the division in America. Man. These prophecies got to come to pass. You know, these verdicts, I just did a lesson on that too, but hey, the Lord's allowing these court verdicts to stir up more division amongst people. You know, because y'all remember these court cases over the years. You got OJ, that was a big one.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of the Lord uses these court cases and these verdicts to get these people riled up, man. Rodney King. And they be glued to the TV because they be like, we got it. You know, because that's a way of kind of like feeling of justice.
Yep.
You know, and that's what Jake wants. Jake ultimately wants justice. That's why the scripture, Romans 11:7 said, what? Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for. They want, Israel naturally wants to connect with, they want fairness. They want justice, righteousness, you know, under the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't able to obtain that.
He's right now.
You know?
That's actually what Ezra said. If the world be created for us, where's our inheritance? God, that's not what 2 Ezra 6 chapter. I got a quick precept. Deuteronomy 32:8.
It's a good one.
It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, every nation was divided. Another word for nations, every race, every ethnicity, whether they're colored or urban, whatever you label you people want to put on it, the God himself, the Most High, divided everybody up. Segregated. The Lord, let me read it. When the Most High segregated to the nations, when the Most High segregated to the races, so you can understand, He'll give you the right translation so you can understand now.
Vocab Malone still struggling with that.
When the Most High divided to the nations, or you can say segregated to the races, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam. Separated the sons of Adam. Separate, this for you Christians out there. Separated the sons of Adam. Especially you got them fucking, our God is an awesome God. White Edomite rapping people. Well, I make sure I say Edomite. You know? The Lord separated everybody, so you know. right? When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people. There's a boundary set
Yep.
of all the people according to the number of the children of Israel. It's all based off of the Israelites. We're the Israelites, so you can understand.
Well, there would be no chosen. There would be no, if everyone's equal, and because what was that Declaration of Independence? All men created equal.
Yeah.
If all men were created equal, there would be, how can there be a chosen? I got something to follow up with you.
Yeah, but no, it's good, because even on that point, with that Declaration, the Constitution, and all that, we weren't considered the people.
Come.
What the fuck is the numbers of 3/5? Please tell me that. What the fuck is a 3/5?
That's Esau gaslighting, like you
That's
said earlier.
gaslighting. That's making stuff up as you go, right? Because there's plenty of documentation, plenty of history. There's plenty of posts you can go to and look it up to where, right? Not only, you go into states like Virginia, North Carolina, on down the Mason-Dixon line, as they say, into the South, to where that did not apply to us.
Come.
Those are the darker complexions.
Yeah, exactly.
That didn't apply to us. Okay? And there's proof on that. That's why they got people like, he's a perfect person to not have slavery and particular history be pushed forward in the public school system, because they want to get away from their stigma, their evil stigma.
Yeah. But see, they already had their time to get away from that. Now it's hawking them down. Now you can't get away from it, because, like the scripture says, he have but a little time to deceive.
That's it.
So he already had his time of not being known that he was the devil, so to speak. Now that shit is over with. The Lord putting the light on this man. As a matter of fact, if somebody could hold, man, somebody get me real quick, Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, man.
I got one quick verse.
Yep, go ahead, bro.
It says, verse Deuteronomy 32 and 9, for the Lord Yahweh's portion is his people.
Yep.
And then it clarifies what it means by his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Can't get around that.
He found him in a desert land. So that means no nation was messing with Jacob. And in the waste, howling wilderness, he led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, how mama is with babies, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings. There's another precept for that too. In Yahweh Shai, about bearing you on eagle wings. Right? The Lord said that. It says, so the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him. So when you want to talk about Israel and Jacob and who's chosen and who has a special position in the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that's the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yep.
Which are the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Right? Now for you Edomites, who we're getting on, right? You can't come against that. You can only, like brothers were saying, gaslight and push out these narratives in your media that will only last as long as the Lord allows it to.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when the SH, TF, right? When that happens, the truth is going to prevail. And then the power comes. And the power is only going to come to the Israelites. You got it.
Real quick, just to follow up, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. Lord, thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Yeah, and that still stands today. Nothing changed. Nothing came about to where the Lord disannulled that scripture and invited the rest of you goddamn heathens into that covenant. Okay? That still stands. The superiority is still there. You know these Christians like to bring up the engrafted the grafted branches, and that's talking about the Israelite foreigners that was without the Commonwealth of Israel, that didn't know that they were a part of the tribes that that could come in and sacrifice and do all the things that the circumcision was doing. That ain't talking about just no goddamn. Well, if that's the case, where are the white people letting the truth? Where's the Asiatic, the Moabitic Hebrews? The Moabitic, why ain't they camps? The the Ammonitic, the Ammonitic branch of. No, you're not seeing that. If you do see an Asian-looking person that believes in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, his lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that still stands to this day. So you Jakes got to learn that being in a superior race means that you keep yourself away from the other nations. Do you think Michael Jordan would just go hang out with college basketball players? He separated himself from them. He knew he was better than them. So why would he go into their environments and hang with them and shoot hoops with them? He wouldn't play them niggas one-on-one. He wouldn't even try to prove the point that he's better than them because he knew it. So us as a people, we still want to try to hang with the low lifes, man. Matter of fact, man, get that scripture, Dawah.
This is Ecclesiastes, otherwise known as Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy."
Never. That's the first word. Never, ever, 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 ever.
Never, ever.
Right. Don't change. Don't start goddamn hanging with this devil, and you want to be do all the things that he do, and that's what's wrong with Jake. Jake is very impressionable, man. Okay, Con. Jake is very impressionable. Somebody come around and do. Here it is, a Edomite with absolutely no rhythm. Will go in the middle of a party and just start doing stupid shit. And guess who gathers around him? Jake.
No, the black woman.
The black woman.
No, the Jake black woman.
The Jake black woman. Yep, it's the Jake black woman. Yeah. But you'll have a token nigga or two up in there. Doing all that. But Jake is just impressionable. But the Lord said, never trust thine enemy. Go ahead.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Meaning
eventually it's going to show.
That's right.
Okay? If you have iron anything, eventually, over time, it's going to develop rust. Okay? That's what's happening with the so-called white man. You had all these abolitionists and these white people that was trying to abolish slavery, and then you got these different Edomites come on the scene, and you see them out there with Martin Luther King. Now you got some of these Edomites with the blue hairs go out there try to speak out for black injustice and Black Lives Matter. They don't care. Eventually, over time, they're gonna throw that nigga word out there. Okay? No matter how much you think that they standing with you in these parades, and how much they standing with you at these different concerts, protests and marches. Let them get into an altercation with a Jake at a Popeyes or something. It's just like they be like bubbling. It's like they be bubbling. They can't hold it to the point they get so infuriated.
That's their default setting.
Huh?
That's their default setting.
Yeah, the word nigger is built into the Edomite. It's built into his molecular structure, man. They know what I mean, man. We know good and well it ain't. I'm being funny, man.
We know they Jake. We know how it come up. No. We're talking about you Edomite. That said with the connotation of saying
It's not a term of endearment.
Right, it's not a term of endearment.
We're talking about you saying it to where, disrespectful, and if need be, you would have a little arching block or a lease on a tree. That kind of connotation.
It's in them. It's in them. That hatred, like we read in the that's another one, Chud the Builder. But like we read in the scriptures, there's enmity. So that hatred is built in. You know, I was using it just saying, you know, they built the word nigga built into them. But y'all brothers know I'm joking. We all know that. But the enmity, it fuels the hatred. Okay? It fuels it. It pumps it out of them. It's embedded in their DNA, literally. Just as it's in our DNA to be the princes of the power. You know?
Yeah. Hey, well, here in America, see, they've learned, it's a learned behavior not to be racist, right? Or to be a certain type of way. But like you said, when you get triggered, oh, it's coming out.
It's gonna come out.
You know?
Because it's there. It's like a volcano. That hatred is lying dormant. They try to do everything to act like, oh no, I'm not a racist. And they key thing that they go to. I got black friends. That's a clear indication that a motherfucker hates you. Because if they say, if Jake don't ever say, I got white friends.
Right.
What's the I got Asian friends?
Right.
What's the I got East Indian friends? What's the I got?
You never hear that.
I hire all black people.
Yeah, because they slaves, nigga.
It worked for you.
Yep.
I got something real quick.
Hold on, was there some more?
It goes right into what y'all brothers saying about being around the people who put on that show, right? He says, though he humbled himself, ain't go crouching.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, those abolitionists. You have them in every era. You know, you even had them back in Rome. When you go into the Roman history, you had Edomites that was actually fighting along Jake during the Jewish-Roman wars. You had actual Edomites that was fed up with the Roman government, the Roman system, so they latched on to Jake because Jake had a construct of power, and they fought with Jake, but they were still Edomites. And then when you go into the slave times, you had the abolitionists. You had the Edomites that was, quote-unquote, rising up to try to abolish slavery. Then you had those Edomites that were the civil rights Edomites, who was marching with Martin Luther King.
Oh, the president?
No.
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, Bernie, yeah. He was one of them.
Where is he?
It was, him. It was a lot of them. You know, then you had all these Edomites marching with Jake for Black Lives Matter. But though he go humbling, like you say, he'll hire you. You about to say something?
Bacon's Rebellion, where whiteness came about, because that was Jake and Esau trying to go against the elite.
Yep. So now you got Edomites that'll come out and be whistleblowers, and they'll, speak against white, black injustice and black and brown injustice. But though he do all of that, take good heed of him. Right? Go ahead, bro.
And beware of him.
Yep.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
So think about a mirror with a whole lot of something smeared on it. You can't really make out the reflection. But if you clean, you fall from the shower. But if you clean that mirror or you wipe it, you get a chance to actually see the true reflection that's in that mirror. And how do we wipe away that gunk is with the word. Y'all brothers got it.
Got something real quick. Jeremiah.
Oh, there's more? You want to keep reading? Yeah, brothers.
Can I get it real quick?
Yeah. I know I had something too.
This links up right with that verse. Jeremiah 4:9-10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places rather than his neighbors, and he is not.
Yeah, the looking glass been wiped away, and then we seen his seed. His seed is blessed. See, now you judge the builder, you see, you descendants of Esau, now you're spoiled now. Now you can't be the same. Because you notice now, we look at them now, the boomers really ain't, nah, they ain't no real racist. It was their grandparents. It was their grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Them late 1800 born devils, and then the last 150 years, then that. But y'all boomers grew up in the 70s and 80s. Shut up. Y'all grew up listening to Michael Jackson and fucking
crying and fainting.
Yeah, Elvis Presley. Y'all grew up listening to about Earth, Wind and Fire and shit. Shut up. Y'all ain't no rich. Nah, we talking about the ones that was on Bonneville listening, to the minstrel show. Y'all ain't no real Edomite races, man. Y'all just had that certain level of pride to you.
Nah. So going back with the brother is read, man. It's levels. It's levels, man. You know, we're in a time where the Lord is really catching y'all. The seed is full, and everything's on camera video now. So you try to do something online, that shit get caught.
Yep.
You know, you catch a black woman, white woman in the store, the white woman trying to raise the black woman, smacking her ass out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You catch Jake on the corner, white boy talking to race, Jake punching him out.
Knocking them out.
You know what I mean? It's spoiled now.
Because it said he made Esau bare.
I'm a bear.
Naked, that's like if you expose your naked, that's what you in bare.
Yeah.
You know, so you gonna hide, you gonna try to cover yourself. You know, and that's why Esau, the so-called white man, runs from his identity. You know, because when you read the scriptures, it's nothing good about it. Right. It's like, yo, like you say, the spirit in him is not upright.
Being the wicked, Edomite devil, nothing good.
I would like a book of roasts for Esau.
I wouldn't want to be a leader.
The roast of Esau, that's the Bible.
That's the Bible, yeah. Nigga got stripped of his pigment and everything.
When you read that, let me go back to it. Like, when you read the header on my Bible, it says desolate Edom.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
top of the page.
Desolate Edom.
That's why vocab alone want to say that the Edomites are done away with.
Yeah.
Right.
Who would admit that you're an Edomite?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some.
A couple more verses. No, go ahead.
Alright, it says verse 12 said, set him not by thee, lest
Set him not by it. Was Jake following that advice? Fucking Nolan Wells?
With all for 32 teeth showing, man. You know? Now you're like, yo, you know?
set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he said,
It threw his ass over the boat.
right.
It overthrew his ass over.
Literally, these scriptures are literally speaking, man.
Yeah.
It said he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
These are one to keep reading because they're really on a higher level. They're going to the chick, MOTB. Jake trusting Esau, prick going to the stabbing in the hand. You keep trusting the devil. This is not government Trump. But it's going to cause you to see that mark.
Now it's true, but we know it's twofold now.
Them digital fangs.
Now we're at the last end. I'm sorry, what you just say?
I was just saying those are like digital fangs.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. So now, also another note, we're at the last end of the last time now. We're pricked now, because that's what it means to be smart. To be smart means you're pricked. Right? Meaning you take the pain of gaining the knowledge. And so now that we're pricked, we're gaining the knowledge of who he really is. Now we know. Now we know who he is. Okay? So now we can identify him. You know what? In our previous life before the truth, we didn't know. But now we've been pricked with knowledge. So now we know, okay, this is the devil. Okay? But then those that continue on with him, not understanding, that leads to them being pricked with the MOTB. So what you want? You have to be pricked with being smart and knowing who he is and getting the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shalom Rashad, or you rather be pricked with his mark? The Lord's mark or Esau's mark? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody have a mark.
What mark is Yahweh Shalom giving you? You know? Because you gotta smarten up for this guy. You gotta be pricked. You know, you gotta smarten up, man.
Well, that's what the word smart means.
Yeah,
means sharp.
Smart means, yeah, to be sharp, prick, yeah.
Cut. Yeah. So it's like, it's the MOTB, like the Elder Rochester I was saying, that's like the pricky. And that's like his digital fame. Because he gonna put that damn poison in you. I got you, bro. He gonna put that poison in you, and then you gonna get that grievous blot. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, but now I know you say you had something real quick.
I want to grab the etymology of the word prick, just to get to the point. reads, point object, something that punctures or stabs.
Ooh, chasai stigma.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay. You know, chasai stigma. You know, that's that chasai stigma is the number of the beast. 663 score. So, you know, I can't. Yeah, 603 score is 6. Okay? That chasai stigma. Okay, that the chai is basically like the X marks the spot. You know, that's the place where he's gonna put it, whether it's in your hand or your forehead. All right, the size is the actual the instrument. You know, that's what it is. The instrument that he's gonna use. You know, and that's that prick. You know, that's that he's gonna prick. You know, he's gonna prick. He's trying to prick everybody, man. You know, puncture through the skin and put his tag inside you, his virtual tag inside you. You know,
Book Isaiah 27.
Leviathan.
Called the piercing serpent.
Ooh, that's heavy.
The piercing serpent. Talking about Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Piercing through that. You said those digital fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can operate.
Hold on, real quick. Let him finish that definition.
It's beautiful through the spirit because he goes right into that. To finish it off, it says, a pricking as a bodily pain or torment.
Oh wow. Yeah. So it's a torment. It's gonna, you know, it's gonna torment, man. It's gonna torment you. You know, they ain't even gonna, you know. I mean, if I was, you know, if I was a devil, I wouldn't even give you niggas an alcoholic pad, man. I wouldn't rub the dirt off your goddamn hand, man. I'd take a dirty needle and stuff it through your goddamn skin, man. Cause you ain't got no business taking no chip anyway. So what I'm trying to I'm gonna try to get a good chipping on this nigga here. Man, if I was a devil, man, I'd take the dirtiest goddamn needle. You know what I'm saying? And sit down. All the kids that you bring in there, see, yeah, get the glove on. You know, get the device. You goddamn get a running start, slide into it. All the kids in the office want to get the chip. Sit your goddamn ass down. We gonna chip them too. So anything that come with it, anything you come with it, you Jakes, you deserve it. You know. I hope Esau used dirty goddamn needles, man. You know, put it in your forehead and have you walking around with a fucking like Megamind.
Oh, in Sweden right now they have a chip party.
Yep.
No, I just want to bring that point about smart. So it says smart. It says having a cutting edge. Pointed, intellectually acute, active, shrewd, keen, severe, biting, bitter, of taste.
Hey, well, that's smart technology.
Yep.
That MOTB, that's smart.
Yep.
And it said biting, because when they put it in you, it's like a snake bite, but it's just like a digital. It's like a digital fucking snake bite, man. You know, that's heavy. They just said biting. Wow, man, the Lord is powerful, man. You got it, bro.
It says literally cutting.
Ooh.
Sharp, to cut, sharp, cutting. The figurative meaning acute or penetrating in intellect or perception. Right? It says of words or talk, cutting, sarcastic. Distinct and so basically, that's why I say, okay, well, they want to push that smartphone technology, all that, right? And at the same time, okay, we're sharp, we're smart intellectually when it comes to the words of Yahweh and our purpose.
That's right.
But it's like, what you gonna be smart with?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, let Arnag, because he been being patiently waiting. He been patiently waiting. Okay.
Add to the elder, but there's an expression. Like when something hurts, you say that's smart.
Yeah.
Smarts, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it says it's dating back over 1,000 years to Old English, used to describe sharp, stinging, stinging physical or emotional pain.
Yeah, well, because so basically, we talk about the MOTB being the seed
which is RFID technology, which our phones got that shit already.
Mhm.
They got the tap to pay, our cars
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
RFID.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And so, but that technology was old school. That shit's been out for a long time. But now he's trying to get it inside you because they got the wearables,
Mhm.
technology like with the Apple Watches, the AirPods.
Yep.
So it's getting closer and closer to the skin. Now it's gonna be implantable.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I just
Cut in.
yeah, exactly. That's the only way you can get inside of you.
The smart in your body.
Smart in you. Yep.
Smart in you.
Wow.
That's another one. The smart in you.
Glasses out,
You know?
glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah. The glasses, the meta glasses.
So I'm gonna get this real quick. Nahum 3:5. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame." So this devil, he's being exposed like a woman. You know, if you discover your skirts upon your face, your skirt being lifted up, that means everybody can see everything that's underneath. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is exposing this devil. You know, I'll read one more verse. It says, "Behold," verse 6, "and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock." So anybody who want to follow that path that Esau is going to lead you on, you're going to receive the same fate as this devil.
Yeah, and that's heavy. It say he gonna reveal them and cast the abominable filth and everything that came out with Epstein, and then you had Pizzagate.
Yeah.
And that shit was really fucking with Esau. Like
Yeah,
it didn't really the Illuminati. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's the shit that really broke the ground.
Yeah, that's broke.
When the Illuminati stuff started coming out, Zeitgeist and how Christianity was go back to the worship of the sun. That's when everybody really started being like, yo, what the fuck? Where are we living at? But that's all the filthy abominations. Then you had Pizzagate. Oh, not to mention you had the whole thing that happened with Wayfield. I mean, what is it? Wayfield? Wayfair. I said Wayfield. That's a nigga's grocery store out here. Salaki. But yeah, the Mayfair. You know, where they was, supposedly transporting children through a furniture store. You know, here it is. You got a sectional, and then Britney. You know what I'm saying? The Britney section or the, Ethan, baby crib. They putting the children's name on the furniture items to ship to them. So this is the abominable filth. Now, bro, and I'm gonna say this. Even though when we heard it, we was like, yo, what the fuck? But now that it's really, truly being exposed, it's really fucking up these regular Edomites more. Because they cannot get over this Epstein shit. They losing their mind. Like, we got motherfucking pedophiles in the office and you guys are worried about the fucking World Cup? Like, it's literally bothering them that the powers that be are doing this level of wickedness.
That's how complain of
Yep, and the scripture says what? That, the wicked are estranged from the womb. So these people are actually seeing like, man, maybe we just the fucking devil. And that's that shameful spewing, that's that filthy abomination that's being cast on the white man right now. Everybody is seeing it. Oh, not to mention the tunnels in New York. Yeah, you had, all those, it say like 60 or 70 kids went down in the tunnel and never came back up. Then now you got this whole, quote, I don't want to say the wrong word, but the whole Amalekite being revealed now. Everybody is, especially when the war thing kicked off, with Iran, that's when everybody really like, yo, you motherfucking, you people, you. Yep, that's really what it was.
Yeah, this happened. This was just America getting involved.
Mm-hmm.
It really did before then too with the Hamas thing, but it's like they keep getting coupled. You notice they keep getting put together.
Yep.
Iran and America and they keep getting coupled together.
Yep.
For a reason.
That's in the prophecy though. Iran.
But they keep putting the U.S. and these rats together, man. So,
Yep, and that's the ultimately, that's the real cluster of Edomites that's being exposed. And then you probably could throw the English in there, But you don't really hear like the expulsion of Estonians.
But
You know,
now they talking about NATO. Now NATO gotta come back and say something.
the main two catalysts of the wickedness that's being pushed from the seed of Edom is Amalek and Babylon. Then you got the other little sprinkles, you know, of Edomites, but they even despise the level of wickedness from those two. They be like, yo, y'all doing that shit? You know, like you know those certain Switzerland and certain places over in you know, Europe, they despise certain shit that these they like, yo. So that's why we know that when all these filthy, read that part again about those filthy abominations, bro.
This is back in Nahum 3 and 6. It says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee."
Yep, go ahead.
"And make thee vile."
Yeah, that's what the Lord did. Somebody hold that in Isaiah 32 about the churlish man. You know, get that word churl, the churlish. You know, so let's say he will make them vile. This dude is vile. It's like, yo, you really set up a whole, or like you really went through with this? Y'all built websites and sent people out to get the kids and took them on the island. Like y'all, now it's one thing to think about it. It's another thing to literally, y'all went all the way through with this shit.
Why is there a dark web?
Right.
Why is it a dark, like who said, you know what? Let's make a dark network.
Why is it not the light web?
Why did they do the dark network? You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man. You know? Go ahead, I know you got it. That's crazy.
Continue on in verse 6. It says, "And make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock."
Yeah, man, you gazing stock. Go ahead.
Yep. Like runs in Revelation 18, like how all nations, when they see the destruction of Babylon,
Yep.
they're gonna be, working out. It says, "And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste."
That's Psalm 64. They that flee, they that see you shall flee from you. Everybody's seeing your ass being exposed, huh?
Yep.
Everybody's seeing these devils get exposed. They're like, man, we gotta get away from this devil. That's what them getting away from them is these videos on social media and TikTok and these talking points and is saying, oh, this ain't right. Even their own people.
Yeah.
They tarnish our father. They don't tarnish our father for themselves.
And they trying to disassociate themselves, but it's too late. But not don't they trying to jump ship and grab on the Jake, but it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You could grab on the Jake all you want to, but them niggas in trouble too. You know, you go join. You could go join forces with Israel. That don't mean you gonna get spared because them niggas ain't right either. And you can't join forces with the elect because you profane. You outside of this temple. So you pretty much in Shit's Creek without a paddle. You devils. I'm talking about you devils. So really, the only thing the advice that I got for Edomite is just own the shit. Like get online and do the shit that y'all been doing, talking all that shit, being racist. That's your only. Just do that. Don't try to goddamn be no good person now.
Well, you know, let's just say that they shall seek to please the poor. So they gonna do that. But at the end of the day, okay, fine, you do that, you still an Edomite.
You still through.
You still an Edomite. You know, but do what you need to do whatever you need to do to fulfill the prophecy. It's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, the other prophecies gonna happen too.
Go ahead and join in hand, man.
All you're doing was you Edomites supposed to Edomites, you just giving us more things to prove it to the scriptures.
Yep.
To make our point. That's all you're doing. So do what you doing.
Yeah, Alex Jones. Yeah, you know Alex Jones get on there. You know the Bolshevik regime and all that old shit. Yeah, the globalists and all. You know the lobbyists, the fascists. You know the fascist regime.
Yeah.
I think you just giving us material. You still a fucking devil. You know he on there veins popping out his goddamn hair. He's just mad, red, beefy. God.
Isaiah 32, verse 5. The vile person shall no more be called liberal.
Yeah, that word vile again, man. They shall no more be called liberal, man. Ain't nobody looking at this devil as he's the token of our freedom, our deliverance. You know, look at him, he's free. Man, you devil, man. You know what, man? You Edomites, you could lose this shit overnight, man. You're gonna lose it overnight.
1 hour.
Okay? Overnight. Everything that's been built, and there's some immaculate cities in Babylon the Great. Some shit that really can't even be deconstructed without a missile. Certain cities that's been built, you can't just take that shit down brick by brick.
It was the Garden of Eden before them.
Yep. No, yep. Say it was a desolate wilderness behind it.
But that's behind it, desolate wilderness or whatever.
Just not even, and it's so crazy because the Lord not even gonna leave like, you know, like a little, like, you know how you see certain shit. You might see like a sign, or you might see little boulders with the rebar sticking out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just like little piles of rubbish, and you could kind of make out that something was there. The Lord said it's going to be chaff. Yeah, it's gonna be like the fucking desert, the Sahara Desert. Just like, oh, y'all remember that movie Beetlejuice? Yeah. Remember when they opened that door and that little snake? Yeah. Remember that snake was out there and it wasn't nothing but just desert. That's and the only thing that's gonna be in America is them little snakes. You know? Yep. So that's the Lord likened your judgment to that. It's because you're vile. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Nor the churl said to be bountiful.
Now get that word churl. Scoundrel, yep.
You know, the scripture come to mind. I think it's also in Isaiah. Say, Lord will bring down the covering cast over all people. Basically, the truth about the nations is being brought out. So Esau's been propped up as the good old clean suit and tie white man, is just righteousness. That's done away with. Everybody see what the Satan.
All the science and evolution.
Great white man.
60,000 years ago, shut up.
Right. Evolution.
Esau made that up just because he's mad because he didn't figure it out first.
Right.
He's gaslighting.
He gaslighting.
That's all it is.
He gaslighting. So
well, because we didn't do it,
so
they couldn't have did it.
So the 5,000 years of human history, nothing else evolved.
Right.
By now, something should have evolved into something else. Then, if evolution is right,
the human mind, ingenuity, even with all the nations, is too close together to talk about 60,000 years ago.
It's way too close together. So
all these great empires, we talk about the great civilization starting in Greece when Esau was in power. Okay, fine. So you telling me between Greece and America, what's that? 2,500, 3,000 years? Come on, man.
Ain't nothing evolved.
Right. Bro, no, we're the same people in a different time period.
Yeah, same people. See,
Nobody talks about technology being from gold to fucking iron and miry clay.
Yep.
No, we can't figure out how they did it. Because they were the gold and the silver and the brass, and we're the miry clay now. Right. You can't figure it out because you're worse, Esau.
Yep.
You're worse than the Edomites in Greece.
Yeah.
Your empire is not as great. Don't get me wrong. The Lord had to give you digital technology to increase you in these last days. But if it was we'll still be a horse and buggy if it wasn't for Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
Giving you the technology. You know?
Yep.
They had no GMOs back then.
And really through Jake.
Right.
You know, whether it's Nikola Tesla, whether you're talking about, Jake that invented shit before in slavery or post-slavery. All these inventions now, all these West African Israelites, Nigerian and Ghanaian Israelites and Jake and America inventing all this stuff. Where is Esau inventing? Where did Esau invent the car that runs off water?
Right.
Where is Esau inventing the car that runs off outside of gasoline? But we see all these so-called black men and women doing it.
You just had the Jake that was turning plastic into gas. Yeah.
What these little girls in elementary school that are white, that are graduating from college, as opposed to what they push forth with Jake, that's graduating, they got these college courses and they have to go to these universities. Where are they at? Because you wasn't the minds. That's why you can't figure out Fuck 60,000 years ago. You couldn't do it 200 years ago, 50
Right.
years ago.
Yep.
It took Jake to come up with video games and the internet.
Yep.
It took Jake to get up with them concepts.
Cell phone.
And you just all he saw was, you know, all they made was the patent office.
Yep.
Shut up, man.
He created he created thieving as an industry.
Right.
It's an actual $1 billion industry to steal now. So that's why you got, like you said, patent numbers, and you got to get shit. You got to get shit copyrighted, and you got to do all this old weirdo shit because you got so many goddamn thieves out here. But that's a churl. That's a churlish person. You know. Go ahead, bro. Bring that word out.
That's Strong's H 3596 Kayala, and it's scoundrel or knave. Knave.
You're a knave. You're a scoundrel. You're a lowlife. You're a scumbucket, man.
And it also says, in the sense of withholding, niggardly.
Niggardly. Hey, no, and you know what? See, Jake. Yeah, stingy. See, yeah, that's what the word niggar means, stingy or selfish. You know what I'm saying? But Jake don't know how to use that against this devil. Because in order for a nigga to exist, it had to be created. And you can only create what comes from you. You know, we didn't create niggers. That wasn't a social experiment of ours. This was a lab experiment that was created. But how can you create something without it already being inside of you? So that go to show you that Esau is the nigga. Because in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna create niggas. You know, we're not gonna create, you know, the have, you know, hoods and, you know, just Esau just living, you know, like even where Esau gonna live at is gonna be away. It ain't gonna be nice, but it's not gonna be a blot. It's gonna be, I'm just gonna be underground or some shit like that. You know, just like, no, I don't want my shit to look all fucked up, man. You know, Esau be the goddamn mayor of a city. The city be like, yo, you the mayor? You the mayor?
That's how he do us.
You know, it was like you put them niggas underground, you know, away, hidden, tucked away, or something like that. But as far as having like dilapidated neighborhoods in the kingdom of heaven with, you know, heathens, you know, sitting on the hood of the car drinking 40s with Glocks and shit like that, it ain't gonna be that. Because why? Because we're royal, we're royalty. So there's gonna be even an art or righteousness on how we're gonna set up the slave industry in the kingdom.
Well, it's gonna be a standard. There's a standard.
Yep.
It's gonna be a standard set.
It's not just gonna be like, man, just put them niggas in fucked up hoods. No, we gonna set it up according to righteousness, like Apostle Har always says. So this man is the real niggar, because how the hell did you create this scientific project around the four corners of the world? That came out of you devils. That hood mentality, that nigga mentality came from you Edomites. You the one put that shit in Eve.
They just got the spirit to make it look cool.
That's all it is.
That's just Jacob. That's just, no matter what Jacob do, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be the top of the line.
But
the black man is the most popular faggot.
Yeah, Esau. Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know, and all wickedness. You know, you got it, bro.
Jump down to 7 real quick.
Okay.
Back that up. Isaiah 32:7. The instruments of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor.
Yep.
With lying words.
See that? That links right up with the spirit. You know, he devised instruments to destroy the poor. The public school industry was an instrument to destroy the poor.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, and you look at you go to an inner city school. First of all, if you go to a privileged area where Edomites live, they getting fresh textbooks. You go to an inner city, you know, like I always make this running joke. You look at the McGraw-Hill history book, and then you know you gotta sign your name in the front. You gotta sign it all the way. It ain't even no more lines for you to put your name, because you got so many niggas. You got the date on it. That's 1976. You know, motherfucker got their name in cursive going back to the 80s. You gotta find somewhere to sign your name on the book because you're so disenfranchised. They don't give you new material. You still reading the old things. So these are evil devices that they set up in the inner cities, wherever Jake is at, whether it's a Hispanic hood, what they call it, a barrios. I believe the barrio, that's the Hispanic hood. Then you got the ghetto. You know, then you got the res. You know, so you got each one of the tribes got their own slang for it. But who invented that shit? The Edomites.
When the ghetto go back to the small ass.
Yep.
I remember when I was in school, when I was looking up ghetto, I was like, where the Jews reside. I was like, huh? And then, years later, I came into the truth. They teach you that Holocaust stuff in school and all that, and then you look up ghettos. That's where you had them at. Well, hold on, how we in the ghetto, we Jake in America, how we in the ghettos, but then they say the Jews in the ghettos.
Right.
So, the spirit didn't have to put together a job, but then you look find the church.
Yeah, and them motherfuckers wasn't really in no ghetto. Motherfuckers been on top of the world, man. They ain't just now start getting on top of the world. Them motherfuckers been on top of the world. They just do little shit. They just do little shit to try to mimic the curses, to make it seem like they fit the prophecies. Them motherfuckers in Auschwitz was chilling.
What was it? A video, I think I was still in Dallas, it came out, like, it was a dude that was just, like, interviewing a bunch of, he went to, like,
Right, yeah. Hey, you gotta be careful.
None of the men was working. All of the men was just getting their wives pregnant and living on welfare.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't work.
Yeah.
Whoever had an Amalekite co-worker. Them niggas don't work. Them niggas all over Druid Hills, North Highland area. Them niggas ain't working at no damn coffee shops and
He was interviewing them.
He was asking like, what they do for work?
It's like New Jersey or something.
I seen that.
I said to you,
Mm-hmm.
do it like.
They don't answer, and you read the comments.
Looking around.
The comments be on their ass.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing. They come over. That's what y'all need to be going against. Y'all be trying to, go against the Latin tribe. At least the Latin tribe is working. Them
Right.
small hats up on the East Coast ain't doing nothing but making babies and they get more money than the minorities get. They get more money than the average white person getting. First of all of them white people. All this Jewish white people, you all fucking same. They just one got a goddamn fucking black suit on with a fucking Abraham Lincoln hat top. A fucking top hat. And the rest of y'all got on fucking American flag tees.
Yeah.
Shut up. You're all white people.
You still
Y'all the
Edomite.
same people.
Yep.
Now you want to talk about dark skinned black people, melanated people? We're all different. Everybody's black. Australia Aborigine is different from the East African, is different from the West African, is different from the Arab, is different from the dark-skinned Chinese and Asian. It's different. We all different. Oh, y'all the fucking same. Shut up, man. That internet rhetoric bullshit. You're saying them Jewish and white people, you're all fucking Edomites. You're all the same damn people, and you all gonna have the same fate. Right.
Yep.
Elton John's gonna have the same fate as Netanyahu. Shut up.
Yep.
Tony Hawk. He's an Edomite. Right? Go Brooks. Edomite. You know what I'm saying? But they're Edomites.
Same fate.
They're gonna have the same fate as Netanyahu, Bibi, and the rest of them.
The rest of them.
Well, they all got the same fate. They're gonna be in chains, getting your ass whooped by us.
Yep.
1:15, that which is crooked cannot be made straight. And that which is cannot be numbered.
No, you got
that's the seed of the wicked, man. It's just in him to be that. It's in us to like I always like to say, we got the golden touch, and he got the touch of wasting. When his name goes back to Ishashua, Esau, Ishashua, he wasted.
Which means lacking. Lacking what?
Yeah.
You don't lack melanin pigment, but wanting, like you read, wanting, that means lacking.
Yep.
They're lacking. So they gaslight and they project.
Yep.
All of them do. The American
Edomites,
Smart, all y'all the same people. because you lack, because you're in the power seat through the media and whatever, you project your insecurities on the rest of the world. But you're being exposed.
Hey, well, you said something powerful. You said they're lacking and or wanting, and in Daniel the 5th chapter, the many tekel upharsin, that it says shall be found wanting, and that word wanting meaning they lacking, and yeah, they lacking. They started with the pigment, they lacking that, but they lacking everything: the promises, the intellect, the spirit, the adoption. They just missed it. These niggas are professional train missers. You just miss the train all the time. The Lord be sending all kind of just good stuff to Jake. All right, y'all done fucked up, but I'm gonna send my son. Then I'm gonna put the prophets out there. But Esau never get on the train though. He could never get on. He never has his boarding pass. Nigga was the firstborn. He missed the birthright.
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, this is Genesis 25.
Yep.
This is Genesis 25 and Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people, was mentioned earlier.
Oh, and you know what, priest? That's heavy because, and that's right. You all are the same. You devils are all the same because we say the same thing about us. Man, we all the same.
Yeah, Judah is the same.
You got tribes, of course, but we still, the only difference between a Hispanic man and a so-called African American man is just one of y'all just go back to Judah and the other one go to Issachar, but then after that, everybody go to Jacob.
Right.
But the Lord said he called the seed in Isaac. So because then Esau was like, well, if you want to say that, well, we all go back to Isaac. Yeah, that's true. But the seed was called in Isaac. So now that was the 2 nations right there. That's the 2 nations that we reading. So notice if the Lord didn't separate it in the womb, we would be literally be the same people.
That's why I read Deuteronomy with the
Yep.
Talking about Adam, bro. I already read Adam.
It splits. See, it split. It keeps splitting after Adam. Even when you say again, bro. That's why that is one of the most important verses in the Bible. And even when you go into Peleg was one of the forefathers of that lineage of and that word Peleg means to divide. So the Lord was still chiseling that seed line. He was still chiseling it up, and then when it got almost to that potent, right at the potent, it was in Isaac's genes. But he had to do one final cut in Isaac's gene to purify that lineage, and that's when he called Jacob. So so you motherfucking devils after that, y'all missed everything. Y'all was right. Y'all was right there. Oh, I wish you could see me. Y'all was right there.
That's why they hate you. That's why
when they call you.
When they go back to Cain, back then, but really that's Genesis. That's why they got that hatred.
Yep, it's just like missing the buzzer beater to a championship. We was right there. You Edomite, I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the nations, boy, y'all got close, man. What?
Say to the Spurs.
Falcons, goddamn.
Yeah. So they say anti, but I mean, well, shit, y'all anti too, cause they're anti-sin. Well, y'all are anti-sin.
Right.
Yeah.
Talk about Jacob and Esau. Oh, you mentioned the Spurs. Where you put the Spurs at?
On your hill.
On your hill. Boots right there. On the hill.
Yep. You're right.
The Spurs off. Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. Okay, cool. You got 2 different races here, right? And 2 manner of people. The only 2 manner, we're talking about the 2 manner of people. What do they use? 2 kinds. It says, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. key word is one people is going to be stronger. So that means the next person is one. You know, the next people is weaker, inferior, right? And we know who has an inferior complex.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
And we know who claims to be superior.
Niggas
That's
be.
why they talk about it all the time.
Yep.
It's a Napoleon.
Hey, but you know what? It's a Napoleon. These crackers be filthy rich. If I'm filthy rich, I'm not worried about no Edomite, man. I'm fucked up right now, and my mind is just like, it's not to get on the internet and troll, you know, yeah, look at this fucking, you know, dressing up in white face and going around and, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we don't give a fuck about y'all for real. The only reason we have to speak on you is because we commanded to. It's prophecy, but ain't no, like, y'all ain't really in my mind rent free. Fuck y'all devils. We better than y'all. Like, we hoop, when we hoop, you not like, bro, we got to put some shit together, bro. It's going to be some Edomites. You know?
Rules and regulations on it. We don't even make up rules. You know how you know Jake ain't thinking about Esau? Because in the hood, they'll come after another Israelite, Jacob, before they come after a white boy.
They look at we look at ourselves as more of a threat than them.
Yeah.
When they really
we're only carrying Jake, you know, Israelites against Edomites in the
right.
neighborhood.
Yeah, what the black Karen and in the kingdom of heaven, my wives are they gonna be Karens. They complain about everything. Complain. You get what mother get that? Come get me. Cause we gonna reward double. But Salaki, you got it, bro.
Okay, it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and this is the key understanding of that. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
That's it.
Well, how is the elder gonna serve the younger if he ain't weaker than the other people?
Right.
So the elder brother is weaker than the stronger brother, which is the younger, which would have to be Esau is weaker than Jacob. So Jacob would have to be the one to take over Esau.
Yep.
And then you get the rest of the prophecies, like Genesis 27, or 37, I'm sorry, or 40, yeah.
And then you can hit I think is it Isaiah 60? Thy kings shall be thy nursing. So them serving.
Galatians again.
Yep.
Lamentations 4.
Yep.
Oh shit, Psalms 50. Put them in order before I follow with you, but
yep.
Man, listen, man. You know, we in the last days. Y'all got only a few more news broadcasts to make us look bad. You only got a few more months in this presidency to push your agenda.
Yep.
Leading to the MOTB and the digital ID systems. You only got a few more sacrifices to the devil.
Yep.
And Satan and you know the different demonic cohorts that you have on the left hand side to commit.
Yep.
Because even the Lord controls the lying spirits.
Yep.
So you only got so much that you can do. What's that, Revelation 12? You got a short time, man.
Yeah. Hey, well, priest, think about it.
You ease gonna attach to Esau and his sister too, whether you know it or not.
Hey, well,
you only got so long
to
fucking use this system a particular way.
Yep.
Because Eve and the serpent is falling.
They falling. I got a lamb back off you to prove that they only got a short time. The Lord already done put it in the hearts of the Edomites to make the smith.
Yeah.
So the missiles, it ain't like they got to find this technology, then we got to create it, and we got to get more innovative. Then it has to it really is not even a lot more missiles that need to be made.
They cracked the code already.
It's over. At this point in time, the only thing that's really holding it up is, of course, the elect being sealed, and then the Heavenly Father giving Yahushua the word to return. But we know, of course, the MOTB, the prophecies. But the ultimate thing is the elect getting sealed. Once the elect get sealed, man, the MOT gonna come. The MOTB gonna pop, baby, because that's gonna bring destruction. Okay, and then once that MOTB is implemented and he causeth all, when you look into that word causeth, and you look into it in the Greek, it says to make or to produce. So when he start enforcing it, not asking you to get it, not making it optional, when it's either you get this or you literally get ostracized from society. That'll be what's called That's what will be called the hour of temptation. And that's when Yahushua is going to return. Yahushua is going to return during the hour of temptation. The scripture said that we shall be delivered in what? 6 what? 6 troubles. That 6th trouble going into the 7th is that hour of temptation. The hour of temptation is going to fall within the 6th and 7th trouble. The 7th trumpet is deliverance and destruction. Okay? The deliverance is going to come right before the destruction. A twinkling of an eye. Okay? Remember, the scripture says that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So we could actually be seeing these mother effers flying. And you know, the only thing you're doing is you just face first on the ground, like that's the only beckoning call you got. At that point, you know, you see the missiles in the air, man. It's like at that point, that you got to be faithful. You got to pray. How you say Hawashaya. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, just it's over. The bad dream is done. You got it, bro.
Well, I was saying, liking this to the Heavenly Father's movie, and those are the best movies. Like you watch an action movie, or a thriller. It's always the last minute rescue. Hanging on the cliff, about to fall, hands.
Hands just come out of nowhere.
That's basically the Lord coming.
Yeah.
In the last minute, almost thinking, but really that makes the best scene.
Yep. Well, and that's the beauty of knowing the scriptures.
Yeah.
I said this years ago. If you didn't, you know this word, you believe in Yahushua, you done got through Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, no mark of the beast in you, and you look up and see the missiles, what other reason does the Lord have to really destroy you if you kept the faith? At that point in time, you really got to know, like, Lord, I did the work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take the chip. I had faith when all hell was breaking loose. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, I still believe at this present moment. Why would the Lord then, why would he make himself a liar at that point? The same shall be saved. So if you make it to that point with nothing in you, the scripture says what? Give diligence to make thy calling of election sure. At that very moment, you did what you had to do. So at that point, that's on the Lord. That's the Lord's end. The Lord, we already did our part. I got you, Aina. You see what I'm saying? Like, our part was to be faithful. Our part was not to take the chip. Our part was to go to camp. Our part was to, do this. So we get all the way to that point to where missiles is flying and we don't have nothing in us. And we kept the faith. That's the Lord's part. So now you just got to keep the faith at that moment. You can't be like, I'm about to die. For what? Why would the Lord get you through everything just for the missiles to be right here and then boom, that would make him a liar. Right? And the Lord he's not a man that should lie. Go ahead, Aima.
Yeah, it's like 3 verses, but this is Luke chapter 21 and verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity.
Distress of nations, and we're seeing the distress of nations. And now you got main news. They're not reporting all the riots and the uproars that's happening. Okay, go ahead, bro.
It says, the sea and the waves roaring, which is the people.
Yep, the people.
It says, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Which we're talking about the ICBM missiles, all the plague, everything is going on.
Yes, because when C-19 hit in 2020, I've never seen a world that afraid.
Yeah.
We've seen moments of fear. We've seen moments of fear, whether it was natural disasters, earthquakes that happen in remote places. But that was the first time that I saw the world in fear. The whole globe. Everybody was scared, shutting shit down. And that go to show you that it's possible for it to happen again. See, there are things that happen remotely in certain countries, and then the Lord has things that happen that affects the world. Okay? And that's what we're going into. We're going into earthquaking moments. Okay, go ahead, Anna.
Yep. It says, "For the powers of heaven shall be shaken." Was I going into?
Yep.
Yeah, right. it says in verse 27, then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. So it's not like when you see, if you see the missiles flying, bro, there's gonna be chariots involved, and you already know is that if you see a missile flying and you don't got no chip in your hand or your body, you in good status.
Yep.
You can do it. You can do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It says in verse 28, here's the point. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Yeah, and if I may say, because at that very moment, I got you, bro. At that very moment, you are an exclusive person. There won't be many people left that don't have that device in them at the return of a Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. A lot of people gonna fold way before that, you know. And for us to maintain that integrity up until that moment, the Lord is honorable, man. Our power, our King, our Lord, He won't allow you all the sins that you've done and committed. You know, at that very moment, if you have done the words of the Heavenly Father and you calling on that name, the Lord is going to deliver you, man. And that's 100%. That's not 99.9. It's 100%. Now, you might have some motherfuckers out here that don't got the MOTB. They might be in the country in Switzerland somewhere, you know, or wherever. You know, it might be some people, Edomites, that don't got it, you know. But that don't mean that they're going to make it, because, you know, guess what they don't have? The name.
And that mainly is talking about Babylon. It's good. So he said around the world.
Yeah, that don't even really matter.
We're talking about here in Babylon, America.
Yep.
If you don't take the chip.
If you don't take the chip, it's gonna be some heathens that don't take the chip. You got certain Bible Belt Edomites that know for a fact that that's the mark of the beast, and they're gonna fight tooth and nail not to take it. But guess what? Even if they don't take it, they still don't. First of all, you're not an Israelite. Then even if you it might be some Israelites that don't take it too. You feel me? It might be some Christian jakes that don't take it, but they still calling on Jesus.
You gotta have the whole combo.
You gotta be of the elect. You gotta have it all. The elect gonna have that song, man. Notice it tell you in Revelation they sang the song of Moses. We in harmony over here, baby. Ain't no divisions over here. Well, you know, yeah, this brother, he teach it like that, but he's still our brother. Hell no. No, it's the same tune, man. It's the same vibe. So when all hell break loose, that song is still gonna be sung. That word is still there. That doctrine is still there. I was listening to Yashimai in the group, you know, in the class yesterday for the time that I was able to listen, and how he was, you know, singing that song with the Elder Ratazar. And brothers in the group chat singing the same song. Brothers chiming in, singing that same song. You cut a lesson on, you're like, oh man, that's crazy. I just said that in my video. That's the same song. That's the same lyrics. You know, you like, oh man, bro, or you sitting beside a brother and you thinking about a scripture that just happened with me and Tazai one. You thinking about a scripture and then he read it. You're like, bro, I was just thinking that. That's the same song. So if you don't have that song, that doctrine, that gospel, when the missiles is flying, you cooked. You cooked, man. It don't matter if you take it or not. Okay? You gotta have the whole package, man.
You say take upon you the whole armor of the Most High. You need to hold it. How you gonna have? Here it is. You got little missiles falling, but you ain't got on the spiritual helmet. You knocked in the head.
Calling Yeshua.
Right. You call on Yeshua. Now the scripture saying in the curses that brass shall be heaven and not earth.
Yep.
Here it is. You still got that brass.
Got that brass over you. Yep.
You ain't got the open sky. I got brass on my.
We're gonna get ready to close out too. We already about an hour and a half in.
6 and 13, right? It says, and lead us not into temptation. This is what we're supposed to do. This is why the Lord's Prayer is so important. We're supposed to be asking the Lord to not lead us into temptation. The ultimate temptation, like we were just talking about, is the MOTB. Right? But we're not going to be doing it calling upon the English word of Jesus. We got to call upon the Hebrew name, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Right? And lead us, and it says lead us. You know how many spirits gonna be led to temptation of the MOTB to where they get captured by it? It says, and lead us not into temptation. Not that we're not going to be in the hour of temptation and face it, but guess what the next part says? But deliver us from evil. You're going to have people that's going to be led to the temptation, but not be delivered.
Yep.
That's why we say, that's why we press, bro, know them prayers in the Hebrew, man.
That's why we press it.
Prayers every holy prayer. That's not just for some, that's not a GMS Israelite curriculum. That's for you, yourself, and your household, and no one understand that when you put this vibration out there in the spirit, right? The righteous ethers, they say, when you put that out there in the spirit, your Shai can hear that and actually answer.
Yep, and
he can do something about it.
Yeah, and it's written. Pray this prayer. Matthew the 6th chapter. You got Deuteronomy the 6th. It was the 4th chapter. I think it's either 4 or Deuteronomy 6. The anointed prayer. These are things that were instructed when you read what's that? Sirach 36, the curses. You know, bring curses on our enemy. You know, then you got the Shemai prayer. Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Echad. That's in the law. So these aren't things, like you said, these aren't just like, you know, the things that we say you got to do. Everything that all is written. You know, our forefathers used to send up the Shema. Our forefathers sent up the anointed prayer. Our forefathers sent up Matthew the 6th chapter. That's why you could quote it verbatim at this point.
That's why he told the disciples to pray.
That's why he said, look, pray this.
He said, but this is how you pray.
And he said, and he cleared everything up in that one prayer. You know, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That was the first thing he made the Lord's name holy. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, man. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And like you just read, deliver us, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. To why? The Lord commanded us to pray that. And that prayer right there will cover you, man.
That covers us from the inception of the truth. You know the name. You understand we're here to get the kingdom. Giving it to the glory of the Lord. And you talk about then it leads you into the last. It goes from the beginning all the way to the last of that temptation that's getting ready to come.
Yep.
Yahweh Shai covered everything for us.
That's right.
He covered everything for us, man. Right? It says, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power. We're talking about the power too. We're going to get the power, man.
That's right.
If you haven't heard what the elder Papa Hall said, man, the power's coming, man.
That's right, bro.
We're going to get them all these tears, all this laboring, all this patiently waiting, dealing with these evil Israelites, men and women.
Reasonable men, yep.
We've been dealing with this, doing the right thing. We wake up in the morning, we want to do the right thing, and then when we lay down, we did the right thing. The Lord is going to give us power to overcome. Right? What did Yahweh Shai say? Yahweh Shai said, pray not that you have power over the serpent and the beast, but pray to the names that are written in heaven.
Yep.
Right? But how is your name going to be written in heaven? Because you got the power.
Yep. That's right.
It's coming. It says, for thine is the kingdom. The kingdom meaning is for yours. Everybody talking about Scarface and what happened in that movie and the world is yours. The kingdom is ours. That's the new word from Scarface. The new saying is the kingdom is yours now. We changing it up. We switching it up now. The kingdom is ours now, man. Even Jake said, we got next.
Right. Yep.
That's true.
It is.
The kingdom is ours now. Yeah, the world is ours, but the kingdom is ours. The kingdom is thine.
The universe. The kingdom is the universe.
That's right.
It's bigger than the world.
It says, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. Given it to the Lord But the Lord said, what did Yahweh say? Keep heaven within you.
Yep.
So everything that come with it is us.
This the kingdom of heaven right here.
We're in the kingdom right now. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Aman Tawab, man.
You can close it out on that, bro. You
That's
can't even
it.
follow that up.
That's it, man.
So, with that, Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson, but I just wanted to point out the two parallels. The Spirit had us come in, jump right on Esau, but then it changed gears and start to talk to the elect, because that's ultimately what's happening. The Lord is strengthening his elect in the latter times to be able to receive that inheritance from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now we're seeing the fulfillment of that promise that the Lord made with his friends. Okay? So with that, we're going to go ahead and give all praises, all glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Hey, double honors once more to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. From the Atlanta camp unto you all, we say shalom.
Shalom. And it's a new moon. Shalom.
Shalom.